It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Mzansi, I hope you're ready for some inspiration because this morning we are joined by South Africa's wheelchair tennis icon. I'm talking about Montjnane. Now, this is the first black South African woman to win a Grand Slam, and for a powerful conversation on resilience, representation and rising to the top of the global tennis stage. KG, you superstar. How you doing?
Good morning to you and good morning to the viewers at home. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Can't complain. Can't complain.
You can't complain when you've done such incredible things on the court, but you think that your humble beginnings and your upbringing in Polokwane had anything to do with that?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, when you grow up in tough situations, you almost like learn to survive from a young age, you know. So with the sport that I'm doing, it's not easy like anything else that other people are doing, but it requires quite a lot. And I feel like for everyone who come from, you know, tough situation, naturally they are just resilient people. They know how to fight through the challenges and come up and conquer. So it definitely has to do with my upbringing.
Yeah, it has become like your recipe of success. And can I say I'm so grateful that you didn't give up, because you pushing through has been such an inspiration for so many other South Africans that now believe that the impossible is actually possible. Thanks to you, though, and more so thanks to the fact that you're not only an athlete pursuing your own personal endeavors, trying to prove a point, but somehow you're juggling that with your own developmental NGO. Why did you decide to do that at the same time as being an athlete, juggling all of this, but yet you're making such an impact?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like, you know, in this universe, we sort of have like a purpose, you know, and when God gives you talent, and you know, you just have to use it in a right way, and yeah, try to see how much of an impact you can make with the gifts that you have, you know. So it's just all about saving that purpose without feeling like you can't do it. I know there are tough days, but you're the only one who you owe it to yourself to tell yourself that, you know, it can be done. You know, just put your head on it.
Yeah, just put your head on it, show up, and you've done exactly that. Now, especially when it comes to the various surfaces that you play on, because listen, there's clay, there's grass, there's the hard surface. All of this requires you to shift the focus, to recalibrate every time you enter a new tournament. And I know coming back from all these Grand Slams on multiple surfaces, how do you adjust and find that focus to show up for what seems like a slightly new event or a different situation every time?
Look, shout out to all my sponsors who make it all possible for me to make sure that, you know, I come back, I can still afford to go to a physio to make sure that the body is good. I can call a maintenance guy. We look at the wheelchair, we calibrate it and make sure that it's suitable for the next surface, because yeah, without them, you know, all this is not it's not possible. But like you're saying, it's about adapting to all those, you know, changes, because they happen, you know, within a couple of weeks. You know, you just come back from Roland Garros, you're getting into the grass, you need to make sure that, you know, your chair, it's well equipped, it's ready for a different surface. You know, your strings, you have to change your strings now. You're going to play at a different altitude. You have to adjust all that. So yeah, I think it also takes being a pro to be able to do that. But you know, when you love something, you make sure that you do all you can to make sure that everything stays in order.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that's such a great part of wisdom that you are sharing with all of us, is that you chase that passion, find something you love. Would that maybe be somewhat of the advice you'd give to youngsters out there? Because so many people are being inspired by you. So many are going to try and replicate what you've done. What advice would you give to those going through similar obstacles to you and trying to pursue such an incredible goal and passion?
I would say, you know, trust the process, because I know it's not easy, you know. So trust the process, keep believing in what you do, and have a little bit of faith in what you do and in your work and in yourself and in the Almighty, you know. So have that faith with the hope that everything will work out.
There's so much still to look forward to. I feel like even though you are multiple Grand Slam champion, you're still going towards that crescendo. Where to from here, KG? What's next in terms of the goals that you want to tackle and take on?
Yeah, I think it's an obvious one. I'm missing a singles Grand Slam champion, and that's just the biggest goal I have at the moment. And yeah, I'm hoping I can keep, working hard and pushing towards that. I mean, I know I'm not getting any young, but it will quite be a history that an oldest person in a wheelchair history could still win a Grand Slam. So yeah, it's winning singles Grand Slam championship.
Well, KG, I can't thank you enough for sharing your time with us, sharing the inspiration behind it all. And I know you've got to quickly get back on that bus of focus because Wimbledon's up next, right? So I'm going to wish you and shower you with nothing but good energy, the best of luck. And I know you're going to smash it. So hopefully you can just have a jaw while you're out there.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Zanzi, that's what it's about, inspiring us one step at a time. And if you're definitely inspired by this inspiration over here, we're talking about KG, our queen on the court, and she's showing us that the impossible is clearly possible as long as you believe and you chase your passion.